na enim say yes 7th of December yi ane na ekoto Ghana akunya konkron aba no nyame encha de the National Democratic Congress chinyama nyeko NDC etabri the New Patriotic Party for MPP ama de omo hwo se pu a enya asem ketwa a ye kasa ye di enkomo ya ye kakasebo yi hu asem yi John Dramani Mahama ono na ye president anasema mpani edem o man konkron Ghana ewo Ghana mre mana said the constitution mu senti no obeye o man pani o se wa appoint nkofo wi o metima ye adwuma ni bi abo a ebi ti ministers emu ho ana oyi Haruna Idris ono na be minister of education oyi Okujeto Ablakwa so no megina ye minister of foreign affairs ana obeyi ebi mu a aka so ye den e de kan ho Sam George mu na e ka the ministerial position no ye de ho ebi no na so san so ye MP e san de kan ho MP ne de eminim say Ghana ha ya na yanka se ye to aba edigi wom na obi aba bonten de sama betu dwa anonymous person bi sent no yama peni John Dramani Mahama eje no 100,000 Ghana cedis so be man appointment ene ofre Mahama onfa yen sembre ne ko tenipa no anum asem.
I'll go back to give accountability. So when I go to Zazugu Tatale 2028 to campaign, what would then be the impact I have made there? So you see, if let's say all things being equal, you fail to empower me, reward me, and I stay back, there will be a loophole in 2028. Because the energy maybe I exerted in 2024, that energy may not be there in 2020.
That is it. All these things are done to prevent corruption. You understand? To prevent the fact, say, certain unseen hands will invest monies into political party, to a particular political party, and when that party wins, they will use the political party or the government of the day for their own parochial interest, their own selfish interest. So you realize that we were all told how Elon Musk was giving out money to the Trump campaign. It was something that was made public, and we all knew, say, Elon Musk was donating to the Trump campaign. Now, NDC, if you look at the kind of campaign they actually carried through in the build-up to this election, you will realize that it is somehow abnormal for a party that has been in opposition for 8 years to be spending more money than even the party that is in government. So many people have been asking, where are they getting the monies from? Buying pickups for all their communicators across all the regions. I mean, their regional communicators. All their constituency communication officers got motorbikes. Their t-shirt, they had version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4 of their t-shirts. They were paying influencers. Some people were paying $5,000. Some people were paying $20,000. They were paying pastors. Some prophets were receiving money from $2,000 up to $30,000. So you ask yourself, where are all these monies coming from? Where did NDC get all these monies? They were hosting one event after the other. Mahama worship with this, Mahama worship with that, Mahama goes here, Mahama goes there. Today, you see the kind of revelations that are coming out, that people are saying that the monies they have invested into NDC's campaign, they must get it back, and by all means, John Mahama must appoint them. If John Mahama does not appoint them, then you should know that the party will lose money in 2028 because they will not be willing to bring their money, number one. They will not be willing to bring their voices and their strength, number two. You remember in the early days of the NDC's administration, one other communicator also came to say that the kind of people who have invested their monies into the NDC's campaign, they will not allow John Mahama to come and take decisions that will be best for Ghanaians, but to be decisions that are best in their own interest. Antinez, you are welcome. A communicator said that on radio, without fear, that unseen hands are the ones that are going to be calling the shot throughout the tenure of John Mahama. And so anything that John Mahama will be doing will not be through his own will, or will not be the thing that is the best in the interest of Ghana, but it will be the things that are best in the interest of whichever businessmen have invested their monies into the NDC campaign. And because some of them were punished, they became angry and annoyed with the MPP government. And those people those people also made it a target. They gave them so find ourselves sadly as a nation. Sorry, if the network leaves, don't leave, okay? MTN network is not too stable. So this is where we find ourselves. Businessmen are asking for their income, their investment back. And that is why, even though John Mahama, His Excellency, promised us that he was going to appoint just 60 ministers, today we know that people who are on the ministerial salaries are over 100. Over 100. Dafia Mekpo stood in Parliament and told us that the President John Mahama has enough power to appoint over 7,000 people. So what we should be expecting is 7,000 appointments from the office of the President. That is what Dafia Mekpo said on the floor of Parliament. That is what we voted for. So we live to see. Since it's no longer about who deserves the job, who is best for the job, it explains why people who have gone through interviews, who have the CV, the qualification to serve this nation in various capacities, have been asked to go home, even though they've gone through the system, they've gone through the right procedure. That's because some individuals have used their monies to sponsor their campaign, and they must. And you think, and some of them, most of them, if you see the monies they are saying they have invested into the NDC's campaign, you will realize that 4 years will not be enough for them to recoup all those monies. So what is going to happen is that they are going to look for avenues to get more than their salaries, and that is going to bring corruption promise. If you thought Saglemi and Co were well,
about that, I don't know appointed no they were year say will be a to sano 2 times in Betimaya Jumano. Sa system no. Ya in the USA system ne betimi aboa Jomama oba bre Ghana for him dey to moto aba boom adema Jomama Ghana for him dey to mama 2 tests I don't know April so munyina do mo dey abeka ho yes wo munim dey obetimi aye ni ajasa we mu 84 we ha 84 we no mu ye de our parliament 84 we afonyo market we mo twie kai no mu yedede sama ma ablekuma north say and declare and no government business munkofie mu ye 88 NDC mesia ne wo 2 times ye 187 mu pa mo kwa government business be ya juma parliament be ya juma enough is enough mu shut up yes some minority kete no ya omuni sabi obi o fie nyansa di o mani muti no o mu yansa fon sa no emre aso se mu yisu 2 times ni ya adwuma mu ya adwuma ma yo speaker wo fie nyansa ye wo speaker wo wa hofama e wo nyamisro ya wa jidin rato no abo abamba benyami ahire wa menti ase wo ma ho de ne kwatenten very well unyuma penti ana joma ma sa point you